Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some pretty cool things to go over. A new Pokemon Legends EA promotional trailer has dropped. We also have some new Nintendo Switch 2 updates to go over, and as well as that, some new Pokemon events and mystery gifts have also been announced. Plenty of things to break down today, so if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, let's go over some new Pokemon events that have been announced. This is a post from Go Nintendo tweet saying Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet Flutter Mane and Pokemon Home medal distributions have been announced. So, my main man, Pokemon Co. has released a steady stream of content updates and distributions for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet since they first launched. And that cadence continues today with the announcement of yet another upcoming drop for fans. We have about, I think like 4 or 5 mystery gifts that have been announced, but we don't have yet because they're going to be going live during certain kind of tournaments and championships and stuff. And this is another one of those situations. So it is a mystery gift that is not available right now, but it is something to look forward to. But anyway, Pokemon Company has announced that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet fans can soon grab a Flutter Mane, but this isn't any old Flutter Mane. This happens to be a Flutter Mane based on the one used by last year's Japan Championships winner Hayuma Ohara. So this Flutter Mane will be distributed via a code at this year's Pokemon Japan Championships. So the code will appear sometime during the live stream for the championships on June the 21st and the 22nd of June as well. So it's going to be one of those weekend sort of long mystery gifts. You only have a couple of days to redeem it. They usually make it live at the very start of the tournament just to give people a little bit more time to get it. But it is a competitive Flutter Mane, and Flutter Mane's decent in the competitive scene as well. So it's definitely something you want to pick up. And then it goes on to say this Flutter Mane has the moves Moonblast, Icy Wind, Trick Room, and Taunt as well. So that is the mystery gift, and then we also have this update as well regarding some new medals. So along with the above distribution, we've also gotten the reveal of the medals to be given out at the Pokemon Japan Championships. Via Pokemon Home, you can scan special medal stands at the championships via NFC stand to get a medal. There will be 8 physical stands that you can drop by and scan to snag these medals. So unfortunately, the Pokemon Home medals are only available if you're actually at the Japan Championships. They look really cool. You got like Garchomp, Dragonite. I think it's just a bunch of pseudo legendaries. I don't know, because you got Mewtwo as well. But either way, some really cool looking medals. But you actually have to be at the championships for that. But for the Flutter Mane mystery gift, that's going to be live for everyone on the weekend of the 21st and the 22nd of June. So it's a couple of weeks away, but it is definitely something you're going to want to pick up because, as I say, it's a really good competitive Pokemon for free. So you can't really go wrong with that. Moving on, we have a new Pokemon Legends EA promotional trailer to take a look at. This was also posted by Go Nintendo tweet saying Pokemon Legends EA pre-order trailer. So, Pokemon Legends EA pre-order trailer, which version are you snagging? So, this is a small promotional trailer for pre-orders because, of course, they are now live for Pokemon Legends EA. I don't think there's any new kind of gameplay in it. It's just a new sort of kind of promotional video. Obviously, it's talking about the Nintendo Switch 2 now as well because that's kind of the main focus. I think they're going to promote this game as a Nintendo Switch 2 game from now on just because they're going to want to show footage of the Nintendo Switch 2 version because it just looks better, it runs better. They're not going to go back to jagged 30 FPS in a trailer where they're trying to sell the game. It's only 30 seconds long. We'll quickly go through it now. But like I said, I don't think there's any new footage. But again, it is just a new trailer they've kind of put together. It's a new promotional trailer. This isn't the trailer that we were expecting this month, by the way. Like this is obviously, you know, it's just kind of a rehash of the old trailers. But anyway, has the Nintendo Switch 2 logo, has the starters, Go-Go, Pinsir, Umbreon, loads of different Pokemon just attacking. This is just an action-packed trailer, really, just to get people to pre-order the game. Again, don't think there's any new footage here, unfortunately, but obviously we have the ZA sort of situation. We've got Mega Evolution, a few other Pokemon Mega Evolving, got Lucario, and then it just said, this is obviously new, and it says Legends ZA pre-orders available on both the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems. I'm sure the release date will be somewhere here as well, but yeah, they've just got them there side by side. And again, it's because pre-orders are now live, so that's why they dropped that trailer. So hopefully we get some sort of Nintendo Direct soon and we get another trailer, but that's kind of the latest bit of Legends EA news in regards to that. And it says pre-orders have begun for Pokemon Legends EA and Pokemon Legends ZA Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, which will both be released on the 16th of October 2025. Trainers who pre-order their copy of the game from Pokemon Center will receive an adorable gift with purchase. So that's one of the sitting cuties, either Chikorita, Totodile, or Tepig. Along with the game, you'll receive a random Pokemon Sitting Cutie plush of Chikorita, Totodile, or Tepig, each a potential first partner Pokemon that will accompany you on your new adventure through Lumiose City. Which one of these lovable friends will you receive? The offer is only available while supplies last, so get your pre-orders at the Pokemon Center now. Yes, it's only available at the Pokemon Center. I think Sitting Cuties are around like $10 to $15, something like that, so you're basically getting that for free if you pre-order the game. And I think it doesn't matter which version either, it's just Nintendo Switch 1 or Nintendo Switch 2 version, you'll get the Sitting Cutie. It's also worth noting that Walmart may be offering a pre-order bonus as well, but we don't know what it is quite yet. Again, when we get any sort of pre-orders anywhere, I'm going to let you guys know every single one, just to give you the best kind of possible place to pre-order. As of right now, it's probably going to be the Pokemon Center because you get the Sitting Cutie, but also we know that in Europe, you get the figurine, which is also a very, very good pre-order. So there's already some pretty decent pre-orders that are going live. But again, as soon as we find out any more, I will let you guys know in these videos. Just because instead of pre-ordering from one place where you're going to get like nothing, you can pre-order from somewhere else and get some really cool stuff. Anyway, it says, while Walmart's listing for their Pokemon Legends ZA and Pokemon Legends ZA Nintendo Switch 2 Edition pre-orders don't make mention of a bonus item, the URL for the Switch 2 Edition in particular mentions an exclusive gift with purchase. So it looks like Walmart are going to do something for the Nintendo Switch 2, and that's an exclusive gift as well. So it's going to be interesting what that is. Again, when we find out, I will let you guys know. Once Walmart reveals that their pre-order gift is, we'll make sure to clue you in. Live the life of a Pokemon trainer in Lumiose City with Pokemon Legends ZA. Lumiose City, a home for people and Pokemon alike. Here, thanks to an urban redevelopment plan driven by Quasartico Inc., the lush greenery, I think that's just description. Yeah, this is literally just a description of the game. It's talking about Quasartico, Lumiose, and then it's talking about the starters as you catch, train, and battle Pokemon. Yeah, so the bottom two paragraphs don't really matter. But anyway, yeah, new promotional trailer for Pokemon Legends ZA. Walmart going to be doing an exclusive gift soon, but that's only for the Nintendo Switch 2 version. And of course, pre-orders are also now live as well. But either way, that's an update regarding the new promotional trailer for Pokemon Legends ZA. Moving on, we have some new Nintendo Switch 2 updates to go over. They have now given us the price of how much it's going to basically cost to fix different parts of the Nintendo Switch 2. So hopefully you don't have to, deal with this for a very long time. But we've got Nintendo Tweet also tweeting out saying Nintendo shares pricing for the Switch 2 system and accessory repairs. Joy-Con 2 fixes are free. So again, just like with the Joy-Con 1 fixes, they were free. The Joy-Con 2 are also free. The only issue is the fact that Joy-Con drift is another thing for the Nintendo Switch 2. We thought it wasn't going to be a thing, but apparently it can still be a thing, which is just stupid. But anyway, it says Nintendo shares pricing for Switch 2 system and accessory repairs. Joy-Con 2 fixes are free. So it says the Nintendo Switch 2 is considerably more expensive than the Nintendo Switch, and that goes for the system's accessories as well. Not surprisingly, it'll also be more costly to fix a Nintendo Switch 2 issue should something go wrong. I also saw one thing that, one retailer was literally stapling the receipts into the Nintendo Switch 2 screen, and it was just cracking the screen, which is, so stupid. But yeah, if that obviously happens to someone, then they're going to have to probably go back there and get a refund, but if not, they'd have to go and ship it off. And then the console to repair it is $179, which is crazy. But yeah, that happened. I can't remember what the retailer was, but yeah, they were literally stapling the receipt to the screen. I don't even know. But the Switch 2 has a limited 1-year warranty, but once that ends, you'll be expected to cough up some serious cash to get repairs done. Okay, so you got a warranty anyway for a year. If anything goes wrong, like smoke starts coming out of it in the first year, then don't worry, because you will get it for free. But then after that, you will then have to you'll have to pay. So the pricing will vary depending on what the issue is, but for the sake of argument, here's what repairs will cost you if water damage is the problem. So if any console or accessory, anything gets any water damage, the console is going to cost you $179 to fix, which is nearly half the price of the console. The dock is going to cost you $66 to fix. The camera is going to cost you $30 to fix. The AC adapter is going to cost you $18 to fix, and then the Pro Controller is going to cost you $48 to fix. I mean, I don't know, it's one of those, you're paying more than half price to fix it. if you have the, like, and obviously you're going to send it off and then you got to pay for it, I guess, post and package it. I'm not sure how it works. I've never sent anything off. So you're paying a decent chunk of money just to fix it, and then it's going to take a long time for it to send back. It's just really, really unfortunate. Like, the cost of repairing these, just for water damage as well, is kind of crazy. Hopefully the water damage is a bit more on the high end, and other things are going to be a lot cheaper, but it is worth pointing out that getting Joy-Con 2 repaired appears to be free, which is both a good thing and cause for concern. Nintendo also offered free Joy-Con repair on the original Switch, and we all know why that is. Let's hope Nintendo's just extending the deal and this isn't a hint at troubles ahead for the Joy-Con 2. So obviously they're talking there about Joy-Con drift and stuff, which again, apparently is still on this console, which we were all led to believe that it wasn't going to be a thing, but it is still a thing apparently. But anyway, if you do get your Nintendo Switch 2 broken after the first year, you're going to have to obviously pay for it, and this is some of the prices for water-damaged Nintendo Switch 2s. Moving on, let's take a look at hacking the Nintendo Switch 2. Somebody has also made a little bit of, already made a little bit of leeway with, I guess, getting into this Nintendo Switch 2 and already hacking it a little bit. It's not been completely hacked or anything like that, but they are kind of, I guess, making a couple of strides in that direction. We've got Centro Leaks here tweeting out something from Switch Tools that said, first, userland ROP chain exploit on the Nintendo Switch 2. I have absolutely no idea what this means. The video doesn't really show anything. It's just this sort of, I don't know, like Pokemon Black and White thing in the top left. I have no idea what that is. Again, I have no clue about hacking consoles. I've never done it. I'm very, very clueless when it comes to this thing. But this is clearly something in I guess, a step in the direction of hacking the console. But it says a userland top chain exploit has been found on day 1 for the Nintendo Switch 2. Note that this isn't anywhere close to a full hack, as this doesn't have access to the rest of the system. A real hack is very far away. And again, remember that hacking your Nintendo Switch 2 and then going online, apparently, reportedly, will brick your Nintendo console. But that also depends on the country as well now, apparently. I think it will affect it in the US, but I think in other locations, they can't do it. So I don't really know the ins and outs on that. But if you are going to hack your console and you're going to go online, there is obviously that chance that the console does get bricked. Obviously, that's your own fault then, because you know that that's the situation. So each to their own. If you want to do it, you obviously know the dangers of it and stuff. But yeah, it looks like it is getting a tiny bit closer to hacking the console, but a full hack is really, really far away. But anyway, I wanted to quickly go over that because obviously a day 1 kind of mini hack is kind of crazy. But anyway, that's that. Finishing things off for today's video as well, the kind of full set list for Pokemon Black Bolt and White Flare illustration rares are now live. I think the set is actually out in Japan right now. Obviously, it's going to be getting the English print a little bit later down the line. This is a very sought after set though. It's basically the 151 version of Unova, but there's just so many more cards in this set because every single Pokemon has an illustration rare card. So it's going to be a very costly set. It's going to be a very highly scalped set. But either way, these are kind of all of the sort of illustration rares. So Victini's looking really cool there. Really big fan of this card. We've got Snivy, Savine, Superior. I'll just quickly go through all these cards just so you can see them all. I know there's a lot of people that are now into the TCG, whether that's because they're investing or they're just loving collecting cards or whatever. A lot more people are bothered about the TCG now, and so yeah, this new set is obviously going to be quite a big set for a lot of people. Got the Elemental Monkeys here. Some of these illustration rares look really, really good as well. Pidove, Unpheasant, stuff like that. The Unpheasant one's really nice. I'm a big fan of that one. That's a nice little family photo. Got Blitzel there. Zeb Striker looking really cool. Rog and Roller. That's that page. Hang on. Let me hang on. Hang on. I'm zooming in all over the place. Hang on. This is all going wrong. Okay, there's the close button. Let's go on to the next page. A couple more illustration cards. We've got Excadrill, and then we've got the Ordino one. This definitely reminds me of the old cards that they used to do, like these sort of kind of stitched kind of Pokemon. They used to do it all the time. Conkeldurr looks really cool. I did not know his tongue was that long. Since when was Palpitoad's tongue that long, man? Size of a Toad, we've got Throw and Sork looking really cool. Some more cards there. Scolipede looking nice. Whimsicott, Lilligant Basculin. We've got Crocodile there. Darumaka looking really cool. We've got some more cards there. I think the legendaries are going to be coming up in a second, but obviously we just got, like I say, there's an illustration rare for every single card in the set. I really like the Scrafty and Scragging ones. They're really cool. Sigilyph, Yamask, Cofagrigus, Tortuga, Caracosta, some really cool cards. Zoroark, Zoroark, Minccino, Cinccino, some more Psyche types, Solosis, Ducklet, Swanna. We've got the Ice Creams Vanillite line. The dealing card looks kind of new, kind of cool. Excadrill. Let's just go to the next page. Again, you might not be bothered about this, but I know a lot of people are bothered about the TCG. We've got some more illustration cards here. We'll just flick through them because, like I say, there's over 100 odd. And some of them do look really, really nice, to be fair. So, got Chandelure there, Axew. We're getting close to the end. The Haxorus one looks really, really nice. Cubchoo. We have this. That just looks like it's taken from the anime. The Stunfisk one. Got Mienfoo, Druddigon there. And then we have the last page here, which is, I believe, going to be like the legendaries and stuff like that. Got Golett and Golurk. Pawniard. Ooh, the Bisharp one looks really cool. I haven't seen any of these before, by the way. And yeah, the Bisharp one. The Braviary one looks really nice. Vullaby, Mandibuzz, Heatmore. We have, dude, that Hydreigon one looks clean, man. With the background, that one looks really good. We have Volcarona, got Cobalion, Terrakion, Virizion. We've got the Genies looking really nice. The Reshiram and Zekrom, like that's a really nice card. Reshiram and Zekrom looking really good. Got more Genies. The Kyurem looks really good. We have Keldeo. The Meloetta one looks really cool. Genesect. Yeah, there's some really nice cards in this set. It's just going to be a very expensive card, a very expensive set, unfortunately. But anyway, that's going to be everything for today's video. Let me know your thoughts on all the TCG stuff if you are a fan of that. If not, then fair play. What are your thoughts on the Nintendo Switch 2 stuff in terms of fixing your console, should I say? Where are you thinking of pre-ordering from? Are you thinking of pre-ordering from the Pokemon website and getting the sitting cutie, or just going to wait off a little bit and wait to see if there's any more pre-orders that go live? And then, yeah, make sure to redeem this when it goes live in a couple of weeks. But, of course, we'll let you know when it does go live anyway. But that's going to be everything for today's video. If you enjoyed, drop a like. Let's try and hit 500. Really helps out. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. Have a great rest of your day. And until next time, peace.